Alright, good afternoon everyone. This is just going to be a quick little video comparison to break down some of the charging handles I have been using and am going to be using. So many of you may know, if you're going through a build, that BCM, their gunfighter charging handles and their different series have been industry standard for enhanced charging handles for a long time. Typically you're going to see their model that has their different mods, and it's going to be your standard charging handle on the right with your extended latch here on the left. I typically go mod 4. It's like an intermediate length. It's not too long, it doesn't stick out. The only time is if I have a larger sort of precision rifle build and the optic on it is like I said, larger, so I need a larger handle. I'll go to a different mod of that charging handle just so it can reach out around the bell of the sight there and get a better hold of it. But as far as ambidextrous is gone, AXTS and their Raptor model, which you may have seen marketed and licensed to quite a few other manufacturers, has really been game changer. So I actually have that on one of the rifle builds I did. I love it because you can index it a little better, more evenly from each side rather than just trying to yank on one side. I like that. It feels more comfortable. Plus, in the scenario that I ever have to change hand or use offhand shooting, I'm going to be able to do it from the comfortable side that my hand is on rather than reaching over the top or anything else like that. So one thing I wanted to do is do this comparison because BCM actually came out with their own Ambi charging handle. So today this is just going to be a quick comparison. I'm going to grab a tape measure, a ruler, and we're just going to measure, how they're different, packaging, similar. That stuff's not really going to get too different, but you can see them here. Primarily, you're going to have a few differences. The AXTS or the Raptor, you can see how it is a smoother, cleaner design. Everything is a little more flush fit, the same height, serrations on the inside to where you can index it, and the back. Where the BCM is basically just an Ambi version of their standard mod charging handle. So pluses and minuses, just looking at it, the cleaner charging handle, if it is exposed, it's not going to get caught on as much. It's not as jagged, whether you have a sling or loose clothing, it's not going to get caught up in here, where there is the potential for that because there is some raised edges on this guy and it could get caught in there. I'm not saying I've ever seen it, but just as far as breaking down the comparison, that's one thing to look at. So I'm going to pause real quick. We're going to get a measurement of how wide they are just for indexing, and then we're going to throw them in a lower and upper combo just so you can see what they look like on the actual weapons. Alright, so I've got my ruler here. We're just going to do a quick measurement of the handle just to see where we're at. And this Raptor charging handle is just over 2.5 inches. It's really at like 2 9/16. So actually no, that's a let's see, 1 2 3 4, yeah. So 2 9/16, not bad. Definitely gives you lots of index. Now the BCM looks wider, but I think that's just because of the jagged edges on there. It makes it look like it's a little farther. However, in measurement, it actually is. So we're at about 2 11/16. So it's about a full 1/4 of an inch wider. May not be much, but it's more surface area for you to grab onto. And if that is your ultimate goal, having a wider ambidextrous charging handle, the BCM is, like I said, a 1/4 of an inch wider in diameter. Not much, but it's there. Okay, so I've got these pins popped on these lowers. I'm gonna bring the bolt out here, throw one of these charging handles in each, and then you can just see what the look is from the top on how it's indexed and how it looks on the actual rifle itself. Fit finish on both of these, they're going to be great. I mean, they've both been so widely used and formatted to the industry that you're not really going to have any fit or finish problems. I mean, just for instance on this, I believe this side on the left here is a Rock River upper and lower set, and on the right is a billet Midwest Industry set. So you can have a wide variety, but again, that's one of those parts that's going to go on pretty much any AR platform. You're not going to have any fit finish issue, but you can see from the top here how that's going to be indexed and addressed, and your shape, again, super easy to grasp onto, wide enough, but not going to be catching on too much. That's what the Raptor is going to be great with. And then as far as the BCM, let's just see here an ease of, rock the camera a little bit there, but anyway, just as good. What I was really looking for in the comparison was to see how each side activated the release, and they're both super smooth. So I would say quality, they're on par with each other. You're just gonna pay about a $20 difference in price. So I picked up each of these from Midway USA. The Raptor I think was about $85, and the BCM $65, $67. So $20 difference, and looks like it comes down to just cosmetic, or if you want that slightly cleaner look, probably gonna go with that Raptor AXTS. But if you're looking for something that's gonna do the job just as well and you're not really paying attention to that, go with the BCM. One big difference is that Raptor does come in several different colors. I have an FDE on another build, and they even have a pretty nice bronze color. So that's the comparison. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Remember to check out my other social media, hit the like button, and subscribe. Until next time.